Hi everyone, I'm Zoe with True Crime Stories, real crime, real people, and real horror. Tonight we follow the chilling trail of a woman who claimed she killed in self-defense, but left a path of death behind her across Florida's highways. This is the story of Aileen Wuornos. Aileen Carol Wuornos was born in Rochester, Michigan on February 29th, 1956. A leap year, baby born in chaos. Her father was a convicted child molester, was in prison when she was born. Her mother abandoned Aileen and her brother Keith. When Aileen was just 4 years old, they were taken in by their grandparents. But life there was no better. Her grandfather was violent and controlling, and her grandmother struggled with alcoholism. By the time Aileen was 11, she was trading sexual favors for cigarettes and food. By 14, she was pregnant after being assaulted. Her baby was given up for adoption. Soon after, she was kicked out of the house, homeless, alone, and surviving by hitchhiking and prostitution. The road would become her only home, and later her hunting ground. By the late 1880s, Aileen was living in Florida, surviving day by day, often sleeping in the woods or cheap motels. She met a woman named Tyria Moore. She became her lover and closest companion. To support them, Aileen continued sex work along Interstate 75, picking up clients, mostly middle-aged men. But in the late 1899, something changed. Men who picked her up started turning up dead. The first was Richard Mullery, found shot several times in an abandoned car. Authorities intently thought it was a robbery gone wrong. But then came David Spears, Charles Carstead, Peter Seams, Troy Burris, and Charles Humphreys, and Walter Antonio. 7 men, all shot with the same .22 caliber revolver. Wuornos claimed they tried to assault her, that each killing was self-defense, but the pattern theft of their belongings and her cold demeanor during the questioning told another story. On January 9th, 1991, Aileen Wuornos was arrested at a biker bar called The Last Resort in Daytona Beach. Tyria Moore was soon brought in as well. Police convinced Tyria cooperate to call Aileen Cox out of confession, and it worked. In a recorded phone call, Aileen told her, "They've got enough evidence. I'm gonna confess." Aileen confessed to the murders, all 7, but she maintained that every man had tried to hurt her first. Her trial began in 1992. The jury saw a violent, angry woman who lashed out at the world. She was found guilty and sentenced to death. Over the next decade, Aileen became symbol to some monster to others and victim of abuse, mental illness, and society of neglect. She was executed by lethal injections on October 9th, 2002, at the age of 46. Her final words were haunting, "I'll be back with Jesus." Her ashes were scattered under the tree in her home state of Michigan. Aileen Moore's story is one of the tragedy rage survival twisted into violence. She called herself a warrior for women, but her crimes left behind only pain. To this day, Aileen Wuornos' story divides people. Was she a cold-blooded murderer or a broken soul lashing out after a lifetime of abuse? Psychologists still debate it. Some call her a psychopath, others a product of trauma and survival instincts. Her life was inspired documentaries, interviews, books, and the Oscar-winning film Monster. But behind the Hollywood portrayals lies a painful truth. Aileen Wuornos was a woman who never knew love, safety, or peace. In the end, Aileen Wuornos wasn't born a killer. She was made into one by a world that never cared enough to stop her descent. Just know, the scariest monsters don't always hide in the dark. Thanks everyone to listening to True Crime Stories. Until next time, stay safe and stay curious. Good night, guys.